Psalm 23:4 says, though I walk what? Through the valley. Do not plan on staying in the valley. Don't have your mail forwarded to the valley. Don't call cable to be in the valley. Don't have delivery in the valley. Don't have Pizza Hut show at your house in the valley because you're going through. That's just a temporary state. And we are living like we're going to stay in the valley. Impregnated with hopelessness. What is it though? A stronghold. I'm talking about a negative stronghold. It's a mindset. So what happens here? Mindset matters. If my mind is going to be set on hopelessness, I'm not going to see what God has for me. What happens? Change your. So it's time for believers. Would you agree with me to start realizing our dreams? If you're ready to start realizing your dreams, would you join me one more time in giving God a hand clap of praise in Jesus' name? So spiritual principle number one. I just want to go over our definition very quickly to lay a foundation. You have these in your slides, and we talked about this last week. Realization. Let's just read these two together. Just so we can go through realization so we can all be on the same understanding here, same wavelength here. The realization. The state of understanding something or becoming aware of something. We're now understanding or becoming aware of something. What about number two? Keep going here. The act of achieving something that was planned or hoped for. You planned when you started school to graduate, and you achieved it. That's realization. You planned when Brother Chris first saw Sister Tammy from around the corner. Said, I got to get that young lady's name. And she went to another dude first, and he kept saying that. Tracked her down, just like a fox. You know, fox tracked her down. Because she finally said, I do. So the idea is about something. It's about making sure that you are achieving what you set out to do. And what I'm offering is sometimes we've set out to do things that are not consistent or even contrary to God's will. So when we find ourselves beholding Jesus and having the mind of Christ, then what we are looking to achieve, we already have the resources necessary to bring that to come to pass. So that's our definition there. Going forward, here's the spiritual principle number two. Realization opportunities. So last week we talked about this, turning vision into reality. So let's read this together. What are the steps believers take to turn vision into reality and experience the realization of what? Some of God's promises. All God's promises. So we're going to go through every week, and we got a different, just like these steps right here, we are building to get to the point of realization. Last week what we talked about was dreaming. Dreaming. Got to start doing what? Dreaming big. Amen? Stop dreaming big. Read this with me again. Don't downgrade your dreams to match your reality. Keep going. Upgrade your belief to match your vision. Here's your dream. Here's reality. Don't pull the vision down because your reality is jacked. At this point, go back up here and have your vision here and start having your belief increase. I believe what Jesus has said. I believe what he's already done. I know he loves me. I know he's with me. I know he's for me. I know he's around me. And now allow my belief to start matching my vision. Keep going. Oh, I love this. Read this again from last week. Don't let someone who gave up on their dreams talk you out of theirs, out of yours. They gave up, and now they don't want you to get yours. That's on them. Then so we have allowed these people to talk us out of our dreams. So we talked about three things here you already have before. Dream means deciding realization extends above misery. Here's misery. Here's my realization. My realization is here. It's not here. Yes, some misery has occurred. What else has occurred? Mistakes have occurred. And sometimes mess has occurred. But I now have to make sure I'm going to rise up above my mistakes, above my mess, and above my misery to receive what God's already. I said, everybody in here has made some mistakes. But I'm not going to allow my mistakes to keep me down. We've been involved in some mess. I'm not going to allow my mess to keep me down. We've had some misery. I'm not going to allow my misery to keep me down because I got some realization that's up here. So I got to decide that realization is my reality and not my misery, mess, or my mistakes as well. And then we talked about last week about turning our great mess into a godly message. Read it together. Share how God transformed your story. Come on now. Your story is his glory. Everybody in here is a walking testimony about the glory of God. Because it had not been for God on your side, you wouldn't be here right now. So praise God. Now tell somebody about your story. We are just so concerned about somebody thinking, people not knowing what we did and what we've been through. Praise God. You got to tell somebody when you were in the far country how God brought you back. That's where you're standing right now. And we want to come in here. We are not a museum of perfect figures. Everybody got some junk in their trunk. Got some skeletons. Some, you don't have to go too far to find some of them. And the idea, but we say, no, at this point, that's who I was. I started trusting God and relying on God and believing God. And now, even though that's my past, but my present and my promised future look even better. We got to talk about, because our story is his glory. Then I'm telling you, I just praise God for how wonderful he's been. We just had a chance. My wife just mentioned about 2 weeks ago that after the long journey that Sister Neil had, that she is now 100% cancer-free. Can you give God a hand clap of praise? And what she was able to do then is to minister to those, not knowing that even in this sanctuary, we're going to have some other folk having to deal with cancer. But she talked them through and prayed them through and helped them through so that now they can be cancer-free as well. Your story is his glory. So you got to talk about how God has transformed your story. Story used to be, I'm always, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Now, victory in Jesus, victory, and it's about changing a story. So what happens? So what are the steps necessary? So we talked about dream. Today I want to spend some time. Here's the next one. We get after the dream, it's time to start putting some shape and form to the dream. I'm dreaming, but now I got to have some structure around the dream. I got to put some semblance, some form. So I got to start shaping the dream to become reality. Let me give you 3 acronyms for shaping here. Read this with me, please. Shaping. See how adversity prepares everyone. That's what shaping does. Adversity. How many have ever been through adversity? Some folk don't put your leg down. So that is adversity. Now what happens? Look at adversity. What is adversity? A difficult situation, hardship, or difficulty. Now what happens? Adversity is preparation for greatness. So what happened? So adversity can prepare us for greatness. Adversity can be used to help us become great. Keep on going here. Read this, please. See, let me say, C.S. Lewis was one of the world's most foremost atheists who was a journalist who wanted to discredit Jesus. And his mission in life was to undercut everybody like us who believes in Jesus. And the more research he did on Jesus, the more he saw how amazing Jesus was. And then at some point asked the question, what must I do to be saved? And now went from being an atheist to one of the greatest advocates we have in the 21st century. And he said this right here, read this together. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. You ought to give God a hand clap of praise right there. If this hardship came in, if adversity came in, and I love this, I love this, read this together. Adversity. It can distress us, or it can bless us. The way we use adversity is strictly our own choice. See, there's a difference. Adversity is going to come to everybody. But some people use it to step up, and some use it to step back. Some of you people use it to step up, and some use it to step off. When you recognize adversity has come, it's just a stepping stool. It's helping me get closer to God, helping me trust God more. So the adversity is here, but it may have caught me off guard, but it didn't catch God off guard. So it can be used to prepare me to go to a different level. Now, we talked about Joseph already. We talked about Joseph earlier from Genesis 39:2 and 21 through 29. So Joseph, because Potiphar's wife lied on him, got put in jail. Look what it says right here in verse 1. Read it. This is the first sentence there. When 2 full years has passed, Pharaoh had a dream. Now look what happened. So Joseph runs from Potiphar's wife. She goes back and holds on to his coat, lies on him, says that he came on to her when she kept coming on to him. As a result, he gets put in jail for doing nothing wrong. How long was he in jail? 2 full years. They can't round up. It wasn't like August, December 31st. 2 full years. So if you read the story and read it right there, I'm telling you, the first couple times I read this story, I just thought, how unfair is that? Joseph did nothing wrong. Got put in jail for 2 full years. How wrong is that? But what was God doing to Joseph in the meantime? Preparing him. Joseph came from Canaan. He was now about to rule the Egyptians. He didn't know about the ways of the Egyptians or the customs of the Egyptians or the mores of the Egyptians. So now what God did, he allowed him to go through a 2-year community college training program to be able to come out prepared. And I'm telling you right now, and praise God that he loves us enough to prepare us for where he's taking us. Yes. So be praying for stuff we're not ready for yet. And God said that I will use whatever I need to use. I didn't send it, but I'll use it to help prepare you to the next level. So think about right now, if somebody asked you to now go in and be the president of Mexico, you'd be like, I don't even speak no Espanol and mess up everything. So there was an apprenticeship that went on. And let's be real clear. If you really want to know what's going on in any city, you don't go down to the mayor's office. Where you going to go? Prison, beauty shop, barber shop, that's everything you want to know. So God used all this time to prepare him. So with adversity, what appeared to be so wrong was just God's preparation time. I know right now you're wondering why you had to go through what you went through. I know right now you're trying to figure out why is it that you had to experience this. But God was preparing you for something greater. And right now, don't give up on what you're going through, because God says it's just a stepping stone for you to go higher and do more and get greater than you are before. It's for preparation time for something greater. Here's the next one. I love this one. See how adversity propels everyone. Not just prepares everyone, but propels. What's propelling mean? Well, first of all, let's read this together. Adversity, events, and circumstances that when overcome make us stronger individuals, better equipped to succeed in life. Now read this now. Propel. What does it mean? To push forward. To cause to move toward. You know that TJ and Trey and Jane, all of them know what this is about. They had their football. They've been pushing forward. And I'm saying that what God is saying is that don't think as you're going forward, you're going to not receive some contrary opposition. Sometimes when you're trying to go forward, so when you're standing still, you don't say you feel to have any opposition. But when you're trying to go where God wants you to go, there are sometimes contrary winds that come up. You trying to do what God called you to do, folks trying to, because they gave up on their dreams, they want you to give up on your dream. But you got to make sure at that point that adversity will propel you to say, I am not going to let you stop me from doing what God called me to do. I am not going to let you stop me from doing what God created me to do. I'm not going to let you stop me from doing what God chose me to do from the foundation of the world to propel to go forward. Now watch this. I love this one. So we got 1 of 3 options when adversity comes. Look at this. We can either adversity comes and we can give up and just cave in. Amen? 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 Or we can go forward and return to normalcy. Adversity came in, I'm just going to deal with it. Just going to deal with it. The devil that I know. I'm going to deal with the devil that I know. Should be dealing with the devil in the first. I'm going to deal with the devil I know. Or doing what? Real adversity does what? Leads to what?